Welcome to another episode of Unwiring Tech. I'm your host Amrita, and today we are starting a new series, Digital Ecosystem Governance, Rules, Laws, and Regulations, that will cover various pillars of regulatory architecture of the digital ecosystem in India and around the world. In the first episode of this series, we are discussing the Information Technology Act 2000, the primary act to regulate the cyberspace in India. This act has played a pivotal role in shaping India's digital landscape. We'll break down various aspects of this legislation, from its background to its significance, provisions, amendments, and landmark judgments. So let's get started. The original version of this act was developed to promote the IT industry, regulate e-commerce, facilitate e-governance, and prevent cybercrime. While online platforms were designed to facilitate information sharing, they have also become breeding grounds for harmful and illegal content. The consequences are dire. Online spaces are being exploited to undermine democratic institutions, divide societies, manipulate public opinion, and even influence voting patterns. So, it was clear that the need for content regulation has become increasingly imperative. The Information Technology Act of 2000, often referred to as the IT Act, is a landmark piece of legislation that was enacted by the Indian Parliament at the cusp of the new millennium. It has had a profound impact on how India deals with issues related to cybercrime and regulates various aspects of electronic commerce. To kick things off, let's begin by exploring the key provisions and the significance of this crucial act. The IT Act 2000 serves a threefold purpose. First, it provides legal recognition and support for electronic commerce and digital transactions. Second, it facilitates electronic governance by regulating electronic records and signatures. And third, it addresses cyber crimes and prescribes penalties for offences related to data breach and online misconduct. The IT Act was amended in 2008 and came into force in 2009. To understand the IT Act better, let's take a closer look at its key components. I will primarily focus on provisions which regulate online spaces. The IT Act essentially covers a wide range of activities and punishes harmful activities. For instance, Section 66E of the Act deals with the intentional or knowing capture, publication, or transmission of images of a person's private area without their consent. The Act deals with some of the very crucial issues of the online world. For instance, Section 67 and 67A deal with publishing or transmitting obscene and sexually explicit material online. Section 67B is another important provision of the Act which addresses a very sensitive issue, that is, child pornography, which entails the publication or transmission of material depicting children engaged in sexually explicit acts. The Act also talks about the responsibility of body corporates, companies, firms, etc. to protect sensitive personal data or information in their possession. There are some other sections that cover other aspects of the Internet. For instance, Section 69 allows the government to issue directions for the interception, monitoring, or decryption of information through computer resources in the interest of national security, sovereignty, and public order. Section 69A empowers the government to issue directions for blocking public access to information through computer resources in the interest of national security and public order. Section 69B focuses on monitoring and collecting traffic data or information for cybersecurity. It allows authorized agencies to access and collect data from computer resources. Section 79 of the Information Technology Act 2000 is a safe harbor provision that grants conditional immunity to intermediaries from liability for third-party acts. There are many other provisions that the Act caters to ensure individual and national security. We will discuss other rules and regulations comprising the Indian regulatory framework in the coming episodes. That's all for today. Thank you for listening to Unwiring Tech.